when you can grab this pebble from my hand, it will be time for you to leave.
Picture this, a groundbreaking comedy show that launched careers, broke barriers, and changed television forever. Now imagine an entire season of that show being systematically erased from history. Well, that's exactly what happened to In Living Color Season 5, and Fox desperately hopes you never find out why. Here's what nobody tells you about television history. Sometimes the most important stories are the ones that get buried. In 1990, Fox was basically television's little brother. 4 years old, scrappy, and desperate for anything that would make people change the channel. Then Keenen Ivory Wayans walked into their offices with a wild idea. He wanted to do sketch comedy like nobody had ever seen before. Hip-hop energy, mostly black writer's room, live audiences going absolutely crazy. Fox said yes because they had nothing to lose. The first episode aired and everything changed overnight. While Saturday Night Live was still playing it safe with white performers doing careful comedy, In Living Color exploded onto screens like a cultural bomb. The Fly Girls danced to actual hip-hop hits. Fire Marshal Bill was setting things on fire. Men on Film were reviewing movies with attitude nobody had seen on network television. The ratings went insane. From 10.5 household share to 12.2 in just 1 year. For Fox, this was like winning the lottery. But here's where things get interesting. Success made Fox nervous. Conservative groups started flooding the network with complaint letters. A sketch called Bolt 45 featured Billy D. Williams promoting malt liquor to keep black communities oppressed. It aired exactly once before Fox yanked it forever.
So remember, if you want class, get champagne. But if you want to score...
The network wanted the rebel image, but not the actual rebellion. The writers fought back with genius tactics. They'd plant fake outrageous sketches in their scripts, knowing censors would focus on removing those while the real jokes slipped through. Decoy scripts became their secret weapon. For 3 golden years, magic happened every Sunday night. Damon Wayans brought fearless physical comedy. Jim Carrey was exploding with manic energy. Kim Coles had killer timing. The chemistry was electric, the writing was sharp, and the show felt dangerous in the best possible way. Then Fox made the mistake that killed everything. Hold on, before we dive in, just a quick reminder to smash that subscribe button if we're doing a good job bringing you buried content like this. And if you're liking the vibe of this video, give it a thumbs up. Now let's get into it. Late 1992, the network started selling early episodes to syndication without telling the creators. This wasn't just about money, though that stung. It was about respect. Fox was treating In Living Color like a product to be packaged and sold instead of an ongoing creative partnership. Keenen Ivory Wayans was furious. He stopped appearing in sketches and became a ghost haunting his own show. The breaking point came during a Christmas episode that nobody talks about anymore. The Wayans siblings stood stone-faced in dark sunglasses during a festive dance number. While Fly Girls danced around them, they remained perfectly still. It was television protest art, and everyone watching knew something had broken. When the taping ended, Keenen announced he was leaving. Damon had already left for movies. Marlon followed 2 episodes later. The creative family that built In Living Color just walked away from millions of dollars to make a point. Fox faced a choice: cancel the show or continue without the people who made it special. They chose door number 2, and that decision created television's most buried season. Season 5 taped from August 1993 to March 1994. Only Jim Carrey, David Alan Grier, Tommy Davidson, and Takeo Crystal Kama stayed. Fox promoted Jamie Foxx and brought in new performers, but the damage was done. The writer's room lost everyone loyal to the Wayans family. Fox installed Pam Vesey as head writer, the first woman in that role, but she inherited skeleton budgets and orders to keep everything cleaner. Production moved to a smaller studio with cramped green rooms. Even the music changed. Instead of chart hits, Fly Girls danced to generic library tracks because Fox decided licensing real songs cost too much money. Jamie Foxx later said you could feel the energy drop the minute they started playing those fake beats. The network cut tape stock budgets, forcing editors to record over rehearsal footage. That's why almost no behind-the-scenes material from Season 5 exists today. Fox was cutting corners everywhere. Without Keenan's sharp social commentary, Season 5 relied on safer premises. Dating mishaps, celebrity impressions, broad physical comedy. Some sketches worked. David Alan Grier's Paranoid Chef was brilliant. Jamie Foxx's demonic record executive Sly Johnson showed his incredible range. Jim Carrey kept bringing his rubber-faced magic. But the political edge was gone. The fearless satire that made In Living Color dangerous became comedy that felt like everything else on television. Nielsen ratings told the story. 7.6 household share, ranked 90th overall. Viewers could tell something fundamental had died. Censors still found problems with the toned-down content. Fire Marshal Bill at the Magic Show originally ended with Bill bragging about blowing up World Trade Center. After the 1993 bombing, Fox cut that line. After 9/11, they removed the entire ending.
That's what it's all about!
When the season 5 finale aired on May 19, 1994, Fox issued no press release. The show just disappeared, replaced by Martin reruns the following week. It was a remarkably quiet death for something that had once been Fox's crown jewel. Then Fox did something unprecedented. They erased season 5 from history. Fall 1994, the network sold syndication rights in 2 packages. Classics included seasons 1 through 4. Blue Tape contained season 5 and other risky material. Local stations overwhelmingly chose classics only. By 1996, 70% of In Living Color reruns completely omitted season 5. An entire generation discovered the show through afternoon reruns and never knew 26 additional episodes existed. Fox's strategy worked perfectly. Season 5 became a memory hole. Kids who grew up watching reruns have no idea Jamie Foxx played Ugly Wanda in those final episodes. The erasure extends to physical media. Season 5 DVDs went out of print within 3 years. Today's sealed copies sell for $90 to $150 on auction sites, triple the price of earlier seasons. Disney, which owns Fox's library now, claims supply chain retirement and music clearance issues prevent new manufacturing. Corporate speak for not profitable enough to care. Streaming makes the absence even more obvious. Everything from failed sitcoms to obscure game shows appears somewhere online. Season 5 of In Living Color remains unavailable on major platforms. The reason combines Disney's cautious approach with nightmare music licensing. Each Fly Girls sequence used snippets from multiple contemporary songs under 1990s agreements that never anticipated digital distribution. Clearing a single James Brown sample can cost 5 figures today. A Disney insider reportedly told online communities no executive wants to approve a budget line that starts negative. The math simply doesn't work. There's a darker interpretation. Season 5 contains content that might spark controversy today. Gay panic punchlines, World Trade Center jokes. Keeping it buried protects Disney from defending 30-year-old comedy. Despite the blackout, Season 5 produced memorable sketches. Sly Johnson's talent search showed Jamie Foxx's demonic record executive terrorizing singers, foreshadowing his Oscar-winning Ray Charles performance. Paranoid Chef had David Alan Grier adding hot sauce to foil government taste bud trackers. Merry Wanda Christmas integrated beauty standards through drag comedy. Child Stars at Home featured washed-up sitcom kids working fast food jobs, brutal commentary on fame's brief lifespan. The uncut Fire Marshal Bill contained that World Trade Center reference, a piece of pre-9/11 cultural history showing how comedy boundaries changed after the attacks.
Hey, Fire Marshal Bill, your finger's on fire!
That's nothing! I caught fire so many times I can't even feel it anymore.
Fans created their own preservation networks. Collectors digitize VHS recordings, catalog network watermarks, share files through private Discord servers. Reddit communities crowdsource missing musical cues and edited sketches. One post documented 142 individual changes across Season 5's 26 episodes. The Holy Grail remains an uncensored studio control room feed with alternate takes. Its existence stays unverified, but the search continues in online communities dedicated to media archaeology. This volunteer work operates in legal gray areas. Takedown notices can shut down projects instantly. Obsolete file formats create technical challenges. But until Disney monetizes their vault, fan efforts may be the only protection against complete erasure. Season 5 serves as a living reminder that Fox alienated the creative family that made their show a phenomenon. The Wayans exodus became an industry cautionary tale. Marlon still recounts leaving millions on the table to support Keenen's principles. Erasing Season 5 helped Fox create a cleaner narrative. Instead of a messy custody battle between art and commerce, In Living Color could be remembered as a glorious 4-season run that ended on creative terms. The strategy worked for decades, but the internet makes complete erasure impossible. Every overpriced eBay listing, every grainy video file, every social media Fire Marshal Bill reference keeps Season 5 alive. The buried season reveals 3 truths about media preservation. Corporate stewardship prioritizes profit over historical completeness. Fan communities fill gaps but operate under legal constraints. Creative communities rarely control their legacy once contracts expire. Media scholar Henry Jenkins calls these gaps the politics of the archive. Which stories get canonical status? Which gather dust? These choices influence how future creators understand their predecessors and negotiate with corporate gatekeepers. Season 5 documents how a network that courted radical comedy recoiled when radicals demanded control. It shows how corporate DNA can be removed from artistic work, and how easily companies rewrite history by controlling distribution. The season's uneven quality reflects Fox's impossible situation containing a show after its creative heart departed, but that collapse is part of In Living Color's complete story. 31 years later, Season 5 remains television's equivalent of a rare vinyl B-side most people never heard. The responsibility for preservation falls to media historians and stubborn fans who refuse to let 26 episodes disappear completely. Season 5 of In Living Color stays hidden behind corporate blackout curtains, but its ghost haunts every conversation about the show's legacy. The buried season proves even successful erasure campaigns can't completely eliminate culture once it touches people's lives. The real lesson isn't about comedy or television. It's about who controls cultural memory and how corporations shape what we remember about our entertainment industry. Season 5 will remain a cautionary tale about creative independence and corporate amnesia. Fox succeeded in making most people forget Season 5 existed, but they couldn't erase the questions it raises about art, commerce, and who really owns the stories that shape our culture. The buried season lives on, hidden, but not forgotten, waiting for someone to turn the lights back on.